What's going on, everybody? This is Big D with Mr. Smith's Barbecue. I'm going to show you my meat prep when I'm doing ribs. Kind of simple. First thing I do is I make sure all my areas are clean, disinfected, and definitely afterwards I'll do the same thing. Some nice ribs I picked up. I won't tell you where, but I picked these ribs up. I pull them out of the pack, slide that down a little bit. I like to kind of do them when they're still a little froze. That way it makes it easier to cut. So I'm gonna turn it over. And I get rid of all the stuff that I know doesn't need to be on there. So this is the tedious part here. I'll just start ripping it off with my hands. And then what I can't get off with my hands, I will cut off or scrape off. Yeah, I got me one of these too. Ha ha! So we're gonna see. Nice and sharp. Nothing better than working with a sharp knife, guys. Make sure you work with a sharp knife. So always take this off. See that? Just cut that out of there. I never throw my meat away. This meat here is sampling meat. So as I'm smoking, this gets done first. Take it off and just give you some good bite-sized eatery. Nice, nice, nice. So I'll go up in here and I'll just get all that off of there. Look at that. Let's take all that fat off there. Get that fat off there. Some of this fat, while it's cooking, it'll cook off, render off. And that's what I call seasoned fat, because that's going to season your pit out for you. So next thing I do is I want to get this off here, the membrane. Sometimes you can get off at the first go. Sometimes you can't. It just plays games with you. So do a little slit in that membrane. Be right back. I gotta get a paper towel. Alright, got my paper towel. Now you just start peeling it back. There you go. See that? Peel it back. Paper towel helps you grip it. There we go. There you go. See that? I start trying to take everything I can. There we go. There we go. Look at that. See him? Takes that fat off with it. You can really get in there. Get that fat off of there. Come back with the knife. And I'll just start touching it up. Touching it up. And scrape off all that fat. Like I said, you don't have to get crazy and take all of it off. It will cook down in the smoker. Some guys will shape up the rib. You know what I mean? And they'll try to get all this silver skin off. You know what? I don't do that. I think it'll cook. I don't get it all off. It's a lot of work to get all that off. And I tell you what, I've had no complaints on my ribs. Sometimes I'll shape this up. I'll cut this off here. But this rib looks, I like the shape of the rib already. I think it's gonna cook okay. Some fat on there, I just take off of that. Other than that, that rib looks good. It's gonna season out well. It's gonna be a good rib. what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead and I'll move this rib over to. I'll move this rib over here and just set it here. Right. Put my paper. Boom. See, when they're still kind of frozen, you don't have to deal with a lot of defrosted fluids. So here we go again. Just gonna go and start ripping off everything that I can get off that I know it's not gonna work. Take that off. That's the piece of meat. I'll come through here and I'll just start pulling. Pull, 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 pull. Okay, like that. Cut that off. You see that? Whatever is there, cut it out. Cut it off there. This is good eating meat right here. Now, like I said, sometimes I'll cut this off. I'll make my candied rib tips out of this right here, this section here. But that looks good. I'm not going to cut it off today because I'm not going to make the candied rib tips. But I will cut that off. Here's the bam. Shape it up. Make candied rib tips. I am going to shape this up because some of this will burn if you don't do it right. So I will shape some of this up. You'll see here how I'll shape that up. Cut that out of there. Membrane, same thing here. We're going to work on getting that up. Paper towel. Just work on getting that out here. So sometimes you can get them and they just come right up. Sometimes they want to play games with you. Like I said, sometimes you don't get it all up, but I've never had any complaints on my meat. And I smoke everything. I don't hold back on the meats I cook. Brisket, pulled pork, beef ribs, turkeys, you name it, I smoke it. Tri-tip. All right, so I'm gonna shake this up. I don't like the look. Some of this stuff's not gonna be right. So come down here, find the bone. Bam. This meat's gonna cook good. I'm gonna use this meat. I'm gonna season this meat. I'm gonna cook it. This here, I know that's gonna burn out. So I'll go down to the thicker part of it. And I'll take that out. Tell you the truth, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and cut that out of there. You'll see how I'll do that. Find the line in here. Take this nice sharp handy duty knife I got. Just take it right through there. This will cut out really good. This will cook good. Really good. Nice shape. Let's take this a little bit of fat off right here. Still good fat in here. These ribs are going to come out good. They're going to taste awesome. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to get my seasoning that I'm going to use, and I'll show you how I season the ribs, and I'll be right back.